your girl Jill Beauty87 here, and today we're gonna get into the new, what is this? Mint collection from Elf Cosmetics. So I got the cooling cleanser because I was interested in trying it out. I've never tried a what is it, foam cleanser. Then of course y'all know I had to get the primer. They say this is really similar to the Jelly Pop. I think I have it here with me. Don't quote me. I'll have to go over to like the primer drawer and check. But if I do, we can check and see if the consistencies of them are going to be the same. Because I think I heard, what's that girl's name? Juicy Jazz said the consistency of it felt the same as the, that one. I had this one show up broken. So of course the one is actually made for my skin tone would show up broken, right? Just lovely, Elf. Thank you so much. So eventually, like I know tomorrow these are supposed to show up at Walmart, so maybe I'll try to see if I can get one at Walmart. This is only $3. You know, it's not that big a deal, but it doesn't help when they only sell it on their website. They don't have it at Walmart before it sells on their website, and then it shows up broken. That doesn't help me help you all with the information you need. So, you know. Yeah, anyway, this is the one, of course, that will not work for me as well. And of course, it showed up perfect. So, let me see, what else do I have? I bought this cleansing balm. I know this isn't a part of the thing, but I figured maybe we can do a get ready, get unready with me again so we can try out this cleanser along with the, what is this? The Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. I haven't tried this one before because I've been using the one from Drunk Elephant that I got in a 100-point perk from Sephora. I got another shade of foundation. This is the shade I was telling you all about that I matched up with Too Much Mouth with. This is Deep 540 in. So I did tell you all the right shade. I just didn't buy the right shade. How about that? But I was right, though. So this is 540 in. So we're going to try this out on top of the primer today just because I like to put eyeshadows over the primer just to see what's, you know, not eyeshadow, geez. I like to put foundation and concealer over the primer just so y'all can see how products lay on top of it and see if it really does do that like gripping sticky effect I hear it's supposed to do. So let's read what this says it does. It says, need a cooling refresher. This hydrating vanilla mint scented jelly primer is all you need. Its unique jelly texture works like glue to grip makeup to ensure it stays put. Its minty fresh skin loving ingredients will give you a refreshingly cool sensation infused with hyaluronic acid, I like the way that sounds, and antioxidants. Your skin will be looking and feeling its very best. It says you're supposed to evenly apply prior to makeup. Once it applies, wait 30 seconds before applying the makeup. So we're definitely gonna wait more than 30 seconds to apply the makeup because I am going to put this on and then we're gonna do the eyeshadow, especially since one of them is broken. I don't want glitter particles all over my foundation and try to wipe all that off. So we're gonna do the eyes first for once since I have more than one thing to try. But let me go check and see if I got the Jelly Pop primer so we can compare them, and then I'll be right back. So I found it. And so this is the first one they came out with that was supposed to dupe the Hydro Grip. And this is the new one that they're coming out with. I guess it's supposed to be duping the Hydro Grip. So as you can see, this one doesn't have any instructions on the back. They put instructions on the back of this one. So I can't tell you if this one's infused with anything or anything like that. This just says it's a dewy primer, and this one says it's a cooling primer. So let's see if it is cooling on the face, and then we will get into the eyes. I took the liberty of taking them out of the package. This is mint chocolate, the one that was broken. As you can see, I pressed it on. I'm sorry, chocolate mint, and then this is mint to be. So, and I just want to see if the consistency of these are going to be the same, since this one's cooling and this one is just supposed to be more gripping. Obviously, I don't expect them to be exactly the same, but y'all, I still got glitter on my hands from trying to press that shade back in. Okay, so it's taking a while to, okay, there we go, because I was about to say. And it's actually mint colored, so how about that? Okay. Okay, yeah, this definitely feels cooling. And I do smell a minty smell to it. I don't smell the vanilla that they were talking about. I can definitely smell the mint in this. It's not like heavily mint scented, but you'll smell the mint when you pop it out and put it on your face. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all know I usually put concealer underneath my eyes before I start. We're not gonna do that today just because I don't know if these shadows are gonna have fallout. And I ain't got time for all that. Plus, I didn't bring a concealer over here to do that with. So I'm trying to decide, should we do like one eye with the chocolate mint so we can use all the shades in that and see how those will work? And, you know, do another eye with the mint to be. I'm thinking I'm going to do that because I'm only going to the grocery store and the gas station. I was going to go to Marshall's and see if I can find some brush cups to hold my makeup in, but I'm like, since Sephora is having cups for free when you make a certain amount of purchase, I'm like, I'm gonna just make 2 separate purchases and get 2 free cups that way, and then I don't have to buy any. Because right now I'm using the cup I got from when I graduated from college as a brush holder for all the brushes I use on my face in the bathroom. And I have this one for the brushes I like to use regularly. It's not like I don't have a brush holder with enough brushes for my eyeshadows, because I made sure of that. Like, I got this one from the TJ Maxx around the corner from my house, I believe, or Marshall's, I don't know. But I'd rather just have one that's separately for the brushes I use regularly, and these are like the backup. So if I run low and I'm washing brushes and I still want to do more eye looks while I wait, I can use the brushes in here. Anyway, let's get into the eyes. So these, of course, we know retail for $3. I have other ones that retail for $3. So we're going to start off with chocolate mint. I already primed my eyes with, what is it? Primer Potion from, what's that brand again? Urban Decay. I don't know why I was about to say Urban Outfitters, y'all. So I'm going to just take this brush right here. I'm going to take that chocolate brown right there. And y'all know I love me a dark outer V. So we're going to start with that. And I don't think I'm going to try to use the shade that's pressed, except for in the inner corner. So it can be like an inner corner pop, if you will. Okay, so I can already see now I'm going to have to build it up. But I mean, it's $3. Who's going to complain? And I'm only using them separately because I want to see how all the shadows perform. Because I feel like if I did a combination of both, then we wouldn't see how all the shadows perform in each one. Because I've been hearing people say, like, well, I know and Jessica said there's like a dud in each palette. So I'm like, if there's a dud in each palette, as far as she's concerned, it doesn't blend out that well or it's patchy. And I only use certain shades in each one. If I don't end up using the dud shade, if you will, because I, you know, only used maybe 2 out of each palette, then we wouldn't know which one's a dud and which one isn't. So you'll know which one to stay away from or which one you're going to have to do more work with. So that's why I'm using both palettes. So that way we can use all 4 of each shades and see which one is the supposed dud. And I feel like the chocolate brown blended out pretty nice. And I'm liking that deep outer V. Hello, how you doing, girl? Okay. I'm just going to take this Alter Ego brush and just blend. I got my car warming up outside so that way when it's time to go, y'all, I can just pull off and go get my gas and stuff and come back. I'm sitting up here with like sweatpants on. I got my boots ready. I'm back. I just bought shoes. I was thinking about trying some fashion content, y'all, but let me know what you think. Because I do actually dress pretty nice when it's not winter time. So I was thinking in the summertime, maybe I could do like a shoe collection type video. I saw Too Much Mouse do one. And I was like, that's cool. Because I actually have bought a lot of shoes from Miss Lola. That's like my favorite place to buy shoes from, like the online like fashion boutiques that a lot of YouTubers use. I like Miss Lola the best. So whenever they have a 50% off shoe sale, I end up buying like $100 or $150 worth of shoes. Which is crazy because it's like, I don't really like to go out and I don't really, you know, I'm not like a shoe girl. But, like, they have pretty decent styles of shoes that I know aren't going to cost a whole lot of money. So, that I'll just buy, like, 4 or 5 from them. Like, I just bought 2 pair yesterday. And it wasn't bad because I think I spent, like, $40-something on, like, 2 pairs of shoes. Which I thought was pretty decent. I'm liking the gradient in this. Okay. Oops, sorry, wrong brush. We need this one to clean it up. So, we're going to put the sparkly, beige shade on the lid. So I'm going to put this one on the lid, and since some of the mint fell into it, it will, you know, look just fine. And then we're gonna go into the other one. Where's the brush I plan to use on my lid? That's not it, y'all. I thought I had life organized and in order. Apparently I do not. So hold please. Here's a brush that will do. So I'm gonna take this Wet n Wild brush. Y'all, all the brushes just fell on the floor. I'm mad as hell. I swear, I feel like every time I make a video, something always falls on the floor. And like all the brushes I need to use my eyes today just fell on the floor. To me, this is quite icy. But I mean, like, I guess if you want to do just a simple neutral eye, and then you're going to have a pop of color with, you know, the mint color that we going to pop in the inner corner. That's why another reason I want to use this palette. So I'm like, you know, for the people who don't want to be like an extra super minty like this other eye about to be, you can just, you know, do this cute little look I'm doing right here, and then pop you a cute little mint color in the inner corner. So that's what's about to go down. I don't know how I feel mints and chocolate brown. I mean, like, I know it's a thing because, you know, mint chocolate chip is a thing and all that. So, I mean, this is what the first eye is looking like, ladies and gentlemen. So, let me pick all these brushes up off the floor and then we'll get into the second. Okay, y'all. So, I dealt with all of that. Now, we're going to get into the Meant to Be palette. So, obviously, we know I'm going to start off with this shade, but I kind of want to darken it up with the chocolate brown. So I think I'm gonna start off with the chocolate brown and then put this on top because I feel like this would be too ashy on its own for someone who's my skin tone. It's gonna come off like quite gray. But I guess we can start off with it on its own, and then if I don't like the way it looks, then we'll put the chocolate brown on top of it, which I feel like is what's going to happen. But let's, you know, let's just do it so we'll know for sure. Excuse me. But chocolate mint is waiting on the side because I just ain't trusting this shade on its own. See, y'all, I feel like it's barely showing up, and then it looks like, you know, just gray and ashy. So we're going to have to go in on top with chocolate mint because this is not the business at all. Guess no. No. Yeah, no. See, look how ashy and gray that looks. That no. Us sister girl's not feeling the vibes at all. No. Not trying to look like a silver herring. No. At least the outer V's will match, even though the lids won't. Because we're gonna go ball small wall mint with this other eye, since that's what's in the palette. And the funny thing is, I wasn't going to buy the other palette, but I was like, they're $3, bitch, just buy them both. So now I just bought both, and I'm so glad I did, because what if the one I actually wanted to use, which is the one we're using now, had showed up broken? I wouldn't have had anything else to show you all or use. Plus, like I said, since, you know, they're $3, it's like, it doesn't really matter if you don't buy both. But now I'm not liking the way the outer V looked at all. So I should have followed my first mind and just, you know, use the chocolate brown. I mean, it's looking better. Just looks like a charcoalish brown, like black situation, in my opinion now. Or maybe like the lead of a pencil, because we added that chocolate brown to it. Because it was first just looking like an ashy lead of a pencil, but now it just looks like a true lead pencil shade. Whatever. Moving on. I don't have a shade to dust over in here because who the hell can use that? I can't use that. So we're gonna have, it looks like we're gonna have to combine the palettes after all, because I can't just use this on its own, and I'm not gonna put this all over the lid. So there's one dud shade in it for me, because you know I can't use that shade at all. So we're just gonna go into that same palette before and use the brown in the crease. Sorry, y'all, the snow plow truck is like coming down the street and cleaning all the snow up. So that's what that loud ass noise was you just heard. Or maybe you didn't, hopefully. I don't know. The point is, they're coming down the street and I can hear their annoying asses, even if you can't. Okay, so dust all this around here real quick. Now let's get into the lid shade. So I was thinking maybe I'll do like this one toward the back, and then we can pull this one toward the front, and then that really light shimmer we can put in the inner corner, so we can see what this would look like on the lid. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna get my brush ready. I'm gonna just take this Wet n Wild Pac-Man collection brush, if anything will come off with it. It's much lighter than I expected it to be. People outside shoveling in snow and whatnot. I'm like, I don't know when it snowed. I'm assuming it snowed last night when I was like asleep. Yeah, so this is way frosted than I thought it was gonna be. I was gonna be darker because in the pan I feel like it looks darker, but it's looking quite light on the lid. Or is it just me, y'all? Well, I guess it looks darker on camera than it does in real life. I don't know. Let me flip the brush over and then we'll put that lighter one on from the chocolate mint palette. To me, this looks like grungier and deeper. I don't know. Oh yeah, this is like super frosty. So obviously, of course, I like this eye better than this eye, but you know, we're gonna take this lighter shade right here and pop that in the inner corner. And then we will move on to the face because I want to see how a foundation goes on top of this primer. Plus, we need to compare the primers and see if they're gonna be the same consistency or not. I'm trying to do if I should do some lower lash line work real quick. I don't know. What do y'all think? Y'all want some lower lash line work done? If I do, it's just gonna be putting that chocolate brown on the lower lash line, and I figure it's not that big a deal. I can just put the chocolate brown liner in the waterline. So I think I'm gonna just go ahead and do that, and we're gonna move on to this foundation situation. So I bought a new shade of the foundation like I showed in the beginning. Let me go ahead and just dust. This one required. Yeah, I'm really feeling the eye where I combine both the palettes because that light green shimmer is just, you know, going places and doing things for me that this eye is not. I mean, this eye is cute. And if I was in a pinch, obviously I would just use that one palette, but I don't know. Like, y'all know mint and pastel things call my name. So, anyway, we're going to go into the shade Deep 540N. And I'm going to mix some highlighter in with it because y'all know I love to mix some highlighter. This is like the first liquid highlighter I've ever used to mix in my foundation. Jackie was talking about it in a video like years ago. And I was like, yes, okay. Let me get some of that. So I squirted out one pump to start off with. I feel like we might use more, but I'm starting with the one I got. So I'll put this on and then I will we can compare the primers, but I want to get this on my face and blend it out first. See, this is what I was talking about, like all that mint fallout that's sitting on my nose. That's why I put the eyeshadows on first, because I didn't want to have foundation on my face and then try to spread it off across that. So I can fix that now, and then we can get into this foundation situation. I still have a makeup remover wipe next to me from when I had to repress the palette. Let me grab that real quick and wipe this on my nose. And a little bit right here, a little bit right there. Yeah. Keep it all there. Up in here. You buy me? I heard that these work fine for $3, you know. I recommend you try them for $3. Just wait till they get to Walmart so that way you don't end up with a broken one like I did. That's my only advice with it. I'm grabbing the Jaclyn Hill brush from Morphe to buff out the foundation real quick, or CC cream or whatever the hell. I feel like the other shade is fine for my winter shade, and I feel like this one will be even better in the summertime, but you know, we're gonna rock with it now. Just so you can see that there is a better match if you are my skin tone. And since I had to do another e.l.f. video, I figured I would, you know, go ahead and show you. So this one pump, of course, is not enough. I still see all my flaws, so we will go on with another pump because one pump just ain't getting it this. Get it all around the face. I'll buff it in with my foundation brush, and then we'll go over with the sponge. But I felt like since there wasn't enough coverage the first go around, there's no point of going over with a sponge. Wait till we get it at the level we like, and then do a sponge. So, y'all, I am so obsessed with this eye. I'm like all up in the mirror looking at it. Y'all looking at me buffing out my foundation? No, honey, I was looking at my eye. It's just, it's sexy. Now, low key, you want to take off this other eye and just do this eye to match, because it's just that hot fire. But we're not going to do that, because for the promo pictures, I want you to see I used both of them. So I'm going to go ahead with both of them and pray that, you know, everything is okay. Okay, so the coverage is looking decent enough now to where I don't feel like we have to, you know. So now let me wipe my hand off, and then we'll compare like the consistency of the primers. Now, obviously, the first one, the original one they came out with, the dewy one, is not going to, I'm sorry, the dew primer is not going to be the same as the new one that they just came out with, just because one is supposed to be cooling and the other one is supposed to be it's just a plain primer. They're both supposed to be gripping though, so I want to see if they're both going to be gripping. So I'm going to pop out a little bit, and then I'm going to rub them out on my hand, and then we will you know, press my finger down on it and see if it sticks, and that's how we'll know if they're both gripping like they claim. So the watermelon one, like off the bat, it automatically feels more gripping than this cooling one. So this is the watermelon one right here. You see? Like you can hear the noise of it. So that's how you can tell. And then, see this one, I guess it takes a little while for this one to dry down, but it feels gripping as well. But I feel like the watermelon one just initially when you put it on feels a little bit more gripping. So if you can, it depends on how much grip you want, I guess. But this one definitely feels a little bit more gripping than this one does. But if you like a cooling sensation and the hyaluronic acid that's infused in this one, I would suggest this one. So it all depends on what your preference is. Like I'll probably reach for this one more in the summertime than I will this one. But this one to me is good for the winter and spring, which might be why they put it out when they put it out, especially for people like me who live in cold climates. I feel like this would be better for us because it has the hyaluronic acid to keep your skin hydrated and moisturized. In the winter, my skin feels drier than usual. And then, you know, the mint smelling sensation is just nice. And plus, if you still want your makeup to grip on, because when you go into work, you know, they're going to have the heat on and the climate might be a little bit warmer then, and your makeup might have a tendency to melt off. So I understand why this one came out when it did, and I understand why this one came out when it did, because this one grips on way tighter. Plus, you know, watermelon is a summer fruit. So I understand why these are the way they are, and I have both of them, and I like both of them. It's just I'm going to use them in the ways I just told you for the aforementioned reasons. Look at me trying to be fancy, aforementioned reasons. Anyway, let me finish the rest of my face, and then I will catch up with you all at the end of the night so we can see if the foundation wore okay, and then we can get unready with each other. So I will see you all. I've returned for our primer finale, if you will, because clearly my eyes are not the same. We took those quads off after I came back from running errands, because y'all know I have to do all my Instagram pictures and Instagram videos on the weekend, in addition to all my YouTube content. So YouTube content has been slow, thank goodness, so I could focus more on Instagram, because I'm trying to get better at doing Instagram, because I'm terrible at it. Like, y'all know, like, in 2020, I was hardly posting anything. So I'm trying to get better and post at least one thing a day, but I digress. That's not what this is about. Let's focus on the e.l.f., what was it? The e.l.f. primer and the foundation, since we're doing another wear test on it, since we had to test the primer. So I think the primer did a really good job. I feel like my makeup stayed on really well. I had to take off a few eye looks and put them back on. So obviously underneath the eye, I didn't do that great, but I've done 5 to 6 eye looks. I want to say I did this one. I did 3 for Instagram, and I did single shadow Sunday. So yeah, I did about 5 eye looks today. I think this primer is amazing. I really like it. I think this is an excellent alternative to the Hydro Grip. So if you don't want to buy the baby size Hydro Grip, or you don't want to buy the full size Hydro Grip, you can buy this. And I feel like it'll do just a good job. In addition to this, it has skincare properties. I mean, I know the Hydro Grip does as well, but if you can't afford it, especially because time frame right now with the economy, this is a good $8 primer for you to try. Now, if you already have this one, I figure you don't need to get this one too, unless you just want the hyaluronic acid properties to come with this and the nice smell, because they do the same thing. This one, I feel like it's a little more grippier than this one is, so I feel like this one would be better for you in the summertime, and this one would be better for you in the wintertime, which is now to hydrate and all that. I already said all that, but I mean, I just felt the need to reiterate since we're here. This foundation, it wore pretty well as well for the second go round. It actually looks better on my skin than the first one did. But again, this is closer to my skin tone. But I made the other one work. If y'all didn't tell in the video, I made it work with the setting powders and all that stuff I use. So yeah, I actually am impressed with this collection. Now, as far as the wear time goes on the eyeshadow, I figure I don't expect it to last long for the shim as bright and as nice. But I mean, I had it on for like, I want to say maybe 2 hours before I got into doing my Instagram pictures. This look will be up on IG as well. This is the Lisa Cosmetics After Dark palette. I am truly impressed. As you can see, these pastels are looking out of this world. In that video, I'm just clowning to be a whole hot mess. So you'll have to wait to see it. I think I'm going to put it out probably like Friday of next week. So just wait and see. But yeah, this is my thoughts on the products. I am going to use this cleanser tonight, so I'll put a comment in the description box letting you know how I felt about it, and the cleansing balm, because I'm going to try to make sure I use this tonight. The only thing is I already have one open, so it's like I don't want to necessarily use this, but since it's the e.l.f. video, I figure I can just use it this one time for this video to let you know how it works, and then I'll just go back to use my normal stuff, because I actually use e.l.f. skincare in my routine. Like, I use their CBD eye cream normally every night when I'm here with my grandmother's house, and every day, so I use it twice a day. And they have some really nice skincare, so I wouldn't be surprised if I want to add this cleanser, the permanent part of my collection. The only thing is, I think this is a limited edition collection, so I don't know. So if it is, you should probably get your hands on it. It will be in Walmart tomorrow, because I read that it's coming to Walmart on the 17th of January. So that's another reason I wanted to make sure the video went up tomorrow on the 17th. So if you like what you see, you can rush out to Walmart and go get it, and not have to worry about ordering it online like I had to do in order to make sure that you get it on the day it comes out. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.